Awesome. I'm going to hide this for now. So let's do our odds calculation. So the first thing in the function stack, if we come into security, we can generate a random number. Okay. And you said it was value 1 through 10, right?
Yeah, so it is based on the odds actually. That means odds means 1 to 10, it could be 1 to 9, 1 to 20, it could be different for every game odds.
Okay, so you could, based on the game, you could have this value be a variable here.
Yeah.
And so based on the game, you would pass whatever the max might be for that. So let's just for now hard code, we'll just 10, say 10 in here. Yeah. Okay. And we'll just call this our random number.
So minimum you can put 1.
Okay, let me go ahead and do that. We'll have 1 in here, 1 through 10.
Yeah, 1 to 10. Okay.
Great. So now what we can do is we can go ahead and go to data manipulation and add a conditional statement here. And we could say, so if we have random number and maybe we want to say the winning number is something 5, like 5. Okay, let's do 5. So if the winning number is 5, we'll say, save that. Then what we can do, we can, we can create a variable. And maybe we can say this is win, or maybe we even do true false booleans. So this would be result here. And then what I'll do for the else is I'm going to just copy this and just make the else the opposite value, which would be, I guess, a loss. Win and loss. Okay. Now, for example, let's go ahead and our response here, just to test this out, we'll return both the random number and the result so we can see what's happening. And then I know we're not really using the get record right now. This is more just the odds calculation. So let's go ahead and just hide those. And let's go ahead and run this. Okay, let's just put in values here. Shouldn't matter though. So we have result, random number 3, loss. Keep running this. 9, loss. 7, loss. 1, loss. 8, loss. We'll see if we actually get a 5. 6, loss. Maybe we should have done a smaller, smaller number. Yeah. But yeah, you get, once there's a 5, you'll see I got the idea. It'll return a win basically. Okay. So that's
okay. So just can you give me one control so I can show you one thing?
Sure.
Yeah. So 1 second. So if I just want to do some data manipulation thing. So let's say I'm in the games. So in games we have odds are like this, 1 to 5 or 1 to 7, something like that. So like in let's say mostly I do in the PHP. So in PHP, so I will actually what I will do, I will actually explode this, and so I can get the odds means from starting to end, something like that. So odds are stored like that. So how means I can manipulate same thing here. Let's say I'm taking this as a dynamically, and I want to manipulate this. I want to get this first way and second as well. Like we have created this min and max, something like that. So can we do this means here as well?
Yeah, definitely. It would be probably easier on you to store like a max value than text 1-5, but we can still do that. Let's go ahead. Trying to think
So if I give you the actual some, let's say game ID, actual means from the table, so you can put
Yep.
it here.
Now, is there, I think to Michael's point, is there a reason you're not doing like min odd, max odd, just so you don't have to explode it? Or do you prefer to store it like this?
Actually, it is structured like that. So, but we can change this. So let's say in PHP, what I do, so I actually get this. So, and after that, I actually, you can say divide this by this means this hyphen.
You certainly,
Yeah.
you can do that in Xano for sure.
Yeah,
but I'm just saying, I think to make it easier on yourself, just add another column, right? Min odd, max odd.
Yeah.
And
Min
then,
odd, max odd. Yeah.
and then you can just do the calculation that way. Is it okay if we
yeah.
add
If you
that
can
instead?
use this, yeah. If you can actually add, or you can use this max price as well.
Okay. Yeah, let's use that max price then for now, just for
to do.
the sake. So yeah, let's go back to that API endpoint.
Yeah, 1 second.
Sure. Okay. I'm gonna take control again. Awesome.
Yeah. Thank you.
Cool. So what we want to do, we want to unhide these. And so now what we can do is we can actually, let me add a new function stack item. I'm just going to create a variable here. And we'll get model dot max price. And I noticed it was stored as text. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to add a filter here and transform that text variable to an integer. So it's to integer filter converts text decimal or booleans to an integer and returns the result. So this will be our, we'll say max number here. So now that we have the max number, what we can do is we can put that variable right here in the max. So now, for example, let's go ahead. And is there a particular game ID? Does 1 work?
Yeah, 1 second.
Okay.
1 second. If you go to this,
maybe 1 does not work.
Yeah. Can you just go to this another tab, the other tab?
Yep.
Yes, I know. So you can copy from here any game ID plus user with that. So let's say this is 15.6.
Okay.
1,500. Yeah, this one. So user ID, you can use, this one. This is my user ID. So this is a relationship actually.
Oops.
Yeah,
So
32.
32 and 1560.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go ahead and do that. $15.60 and 32. So when I run this, go ahead, we can see now that max price was 15, so we're already seeing a result of 13 and so on and so forth. We still have that winning number set to 5, which of course we can, there's our 5, there's our win. Of course, in the same way that we made the max number dynamic, we could also make the winning number dynamic in a similar way as well.